want to thank Bomac. I want to thank Red, Saul, Chad, Bernard, Dr. Conroy, Steven, Paulina, Shakur, Denise. I want to thank Julie. I want to thank Jessica, Ish. Most importantly, my brother. I want to thank Harrison, my brother. I want to thank everybody that had a part in making this a success.
Terence Crawford is back in the headlines once again. It happened on an ordinary Tuesday in December. No press conference, no bright lights, and no pay-per-view hype. Just a single video upload that instantly shifted the entire boxing landscape. Terence "Bud" Crawford, the man many consider the greatest fighter of this generation, didn't announce a new opponent. He announced there would be no more. Sitting at 42-0, fresh off the biggest win of his career, Crawford officially walked away from a sport.
Breaking news in the boxing world. Terence "Bud" Crawford confirmed his retirement from professional boxing in a social media post and video, saying he's walking away as a great with nothing else left to prove. He didn't really use retired, but in every statement but his message is a strong indication that he's ending his career after his most recent.
Most fighters stay until they are broken, beaten, or far too old to protect themselves. They chase one last payday until it becomes uncomfortable to watch. Crawford did the opposite. He made an unthinkable choice. He looked at the millions still available, looked at the history books, and decided that 42-0 was enough. But why now? Why step away while still being arguably the most dangerous man in boxing? The answer traces back to a moment 3 months ago and a realization every great warrior must eventually face.
Mama, Grandma, we made it. We made it. You know, it's been a journey, you know? It's been a journey. I remember, like it was yesterday, I went to quit boxing. You know, it was getting to the point where I didn't enjoy it no more. I didn't love it no more. And Bomac, you know, he always, hey, don't worry about it, man. Just keep going. It's gonna all pay off one day. And I'm like, man, fuck boxing. you know, but them having the faith in me and keeping me on the narrow arrow, you know, is what y'all see today.
The announcement arrived on December 16th, 2025, through a simple YouTube video titled "Walking Away" as a great with nothing left to prove. The title alone sent shockwaves across social media before anyone even pressed play. For 5.5 minutes, fans watched a montage of dominance and triumph. From the rough gyms of Omaha, Nebraska, to the bright lights of Las Vegas. Yet it wasn't the highlights that captured attention. It was the voice. Crawford wasn't angry or hyped. He was calm, almost unsettlingly calm. He delivered a line that will echo for years: "I've made peace with what's next." For a man whose identity was built on destruction and doubt, admitting peace marked a profound shift. He said he gave boxing every breath, every scar, and every ounce of heart. This wasn't surrender. It was graduation.
I want to thank Bomac. I want to thank Red, Saul, Chad, Bernard, Dr. Conroy, Steven, Paulina, Shakur, Denise. I want to thank Julie. I want to thank Jessica, Ish. Most importantly, my brother. I want to thank Harrison, my brother. I want to thank everybody that had a part in making this a success. Mama, Grandma, we made it. We made it. You know, it's been a journey, you know? It's been a journey. I remember, like it was yesterday, I went to quit boxing. You know, it was getting to the point where I didn't enjoy it no more. I didn't love it no more. And Bomac, you know, he always, hey, don't worry about it, man. Just keep going. It's gonna all pay off one day. And I'm like, man, fuck boxing. But them having the faith in me and keeping me on the narrow arrow, you know, is what y'all see today. You know, because without them, I wouldn't be up here right now. Bernard Davis. I can't thank him enough. Rosendo Robles. I can't thank him.
To fully understand the decision, you have to rewind to September 13th, 2025. That was the night everything changed. When Crawford signed to fight Canelo Alvarez, the critics were relentless. They said he was too small.
When they ask him for the Germonta fight, they don't want to get credit for that fight. It's the same for me. I don't need to take that fight because everybody's gonna say it's too small, it's too small, it's too small, and then, you know, he needs to enjoy his fight.
They claim moving up 2 weight classes to face boxing's biggest star at 168 pounds was a suicide mission. They predicted his perfect 42-0 record was about to vanish.
I think it's a ridiculous fight myself. I think that Crawford is too small. Canelo is, in my opinion, the face of boxing right now. I think that look at his resume. I think it's a good fight for a little while. Crawford's hand speed will, just like when Golovkin fought Kell Brook, the hand speed was evident at the beginning of the fight. But as the fight goes on, Canelo's going to start pounding on him, and I think that the fight ends somewhere between the 9th and 12th round.
You really think because of the size difference, he can stop Crawford?
Well, absolutely. Absolutely. I think that anything Canelo hits him with is going to hurt him. He won't be able to catch him early because, like I said, the speed and the foot speed and the hand speed. And Crawford's a heck of a fighter at his own weight. 54, when he fought Madrimov in his last fight, showed us that he can't really, the weight makes a difference. I don't care how much weight he gains and how much he does to try to get up to that level. 168 is going to make a difference.
Instead, Crawford delivered a masterclass. He didn't just survive Canelo, he dismantled him and captured the undisputed super middleweight title. He became the first male boxer of the four-belt era to be undisputed in 3 different weight classes. That achievement borders on absurdity. It doesn't just secure Hall of Fame status, it places him in the conversation for the greatest athlete of all time. Once you've climbed that mountain and taken the king's crown, what remains? Facing a mandatory challenger for a fraction of the money would feel like moving backward. Financially, retiring now costs Crawford a fortune. He is walking away from generational wealth. After the Canelo win, rumors exploded. A rematch clause rumored to be worth over $50 million. Talk of dropping to 160 pounds to chase a 4th undisputed crown, something never done before.
Get this, Terence Crawford is reportedly set to vacate his titles in the 168-pound division and move down to 160 to face Cuba's Erislandy Lara. This would be a huge move for Crawford, aiming to become a 6th division world champion. If this happens, Crawford will face a tough challenge against Lara, who's the WBA champion and has experience fighting at 160 pounds. This fight would be one of the most anticipated of the year, and boxing fans are eager to see the outcome. Crawford has shown incredible skills at 168, and now he's looking to bring the success to a new weight class. Will he succeed? We'll have to wait and see.
Then came the circus talk. You know the names. Headlines floated crossover fights with Jake Paul and other influencers. Low-risk bouts with 9-figure paydays. For most people, staying for 1 or 2 easy checks would be irresistible. By leaving now, Crawford sends a message rarer than his jab. His legacy matters more than money. He's no longer fighting for a paycheck. He fought for respect and believes he's finally earned it.
It's Crawford. Oh, man. Hey, look. Terrence lands, Palm Springs. Never heard of him. Brother-in-law goes out and picks him up, straight to the gym. Because if this work ain't good enough, we got a red eye for him to go back home. I walk in, I see him off in the corner. I'm like, who is this dude, right? Get in the ring with him. My team is right here. This dude is by himself. He came to my corner to get water after every single round. First round goes, I'm like, all right, let me see what he knows. I make a move, boom, I get hit. I'm like, damn, okay. Let me get a little bit serious with this man. Let me see if he lay down. So I turn it up, bing, 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 bing. He's like, bing, 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 right back. And I'm like, ooh, okay, he got something, right? But then I would raise it another level. And then it's an all-out fight. But he right there hanging with me. Every time he's right there. I was supposed to go 6 rounds that day. I only went 4. Ooh, man, I'm like, who are you, man? I'm Terence Crawford. And I look at him, I go, bruh, you ain't no sparring partner. You a world champion, man.
Of course, you can't mention an undefeated retirement without addressing the elephant in the room, Floyd Mayweather. For years, 50-0 was boxing's gold standard. Floyd exited with a perfect round number. Crawford leaving at 42-0 has ignited fierce debate online. Hardcore fans argue that while Floyd had the numbers, Crawford had the dominance. Mayweather's final win came against Conor McGregor, an MMA fighter, in his boxing debut. Crawford's last victory was over Canelo Alvarez, a living legend in a division Crawford had no business competing in. The debate isn't about who wins head-to-head. It's about the quality of the exit. Crawford is betting history will favor giant slayers over risk managers. Judging by reactions on Reddit and Twitter, that bet appears to be paying off. Fans aren't asking why. They're saying, thank you.
Crawford is the most talented fighter that I've ever been in the ring with, right along with Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao was a savage. He was definitely savage, but Crawford, skill for skill, I ain't never been in the ring with nobody more skillful than Crawford. This is history. This is a GOAT before he became the GOAT. And you gotta see how he was before he got to where he is now.
There's also a darker truth Crawford understands. He turned 38 this past September, which in boxing years is ancient. Too many legends stay too long. We saw Roy Jones Jr. lose to fighters who didn't belong in the same ring. We saw Muhammad Ali struggle later in life. It's the fighter's curse. They're often the last to know it's over. Crawford's line, "I'm stepping away before the sport retires me," carries weight. He recognizes that speed, reflexes, and sharpness are limited resources. He's leaving with his mind intact, his speech clear, and his legacy unblemished. He knows 2 more years would start the decline. And for a perfectionist like Bud, anything less than greatness is unacceptable. He chose to fire Father Time before Father Time fired him.
Man, I ain't boxing no more, man. Y'all can have that. You know what I mean? So, you know what got me back into boxing? That kid that y'all seen performing at my fight got me back in boxing. Just the thought of people saying that he can beat me, and I haven't been boxing for years, led me back to boxing. And him pushing me and me pushing him, and we competing to be the best fighter in the gym. I want to thank all my fans here that support me. I want to thank. This is bigger than the norm, you know, because I want to thank my urban community. I want to thank my Latin community. I want to thank my white community, and I want to thank my Asian community, my African community. I want to thank everybody, because today you see us all as one.
One of the most revealing moments came when he thanked people in his farewell video. Not just his family, team, and promoters like Turkey Alashik, but his critics. It sounds cliche, but for Crawford it was personal. His career was defined by being avoided. Promotional politics kept him from major fights. He was told he wasn't a draw, that he couldn't sell tickets. That chip on his shoulder became nuclear fuel. He needed the doubt. He needed people saying he couldn't beat Errol Spence Jr. or that Canelo would destroy him. Now, with universal pound-for-pound recognition, that fuel is gone. Doubters have turned into believers. Without that resistance, the fire to wake up at 4 a.m. for road work simply isn't there anymore.
This just came to my mind. I got the key to the city, right? A lot of y'all probably don't know, but this is my second key to the city. Let's go, bud! So that means today my day, right? That's your day. Okay, so T, you can have that day, all right? The first key to the city is March 4th, the same day as my son. It's a special day, but at the same time, I would never take the light or take anything away from my son, you know, so he can have that day. But tell me, what do this open?
Today, whatever you want.
Hey, y'all got that on camera? Today, September 27th, anything I want is mine. I don't want to hear nothing. If I go in a restaurant and say y'all packed and y'all ain't got no room, I'm gonna say, today.
So Terence Crawford exits boxing as a rarity, a 3-division undisputed champion, undefeated, untied, and most importantly, fulfilled. He beat the politics, conquered the weight classes, and resisted the temptation to stay too long. We may never witness another run like this. In an era of protected records in YouTube boxing, Crawford was a throwback to when the best fought the best. He came, he saw, he conquered, and then he walked away. The Crawford era is officially over, but the debate over his place in history is just beginning. That's all for today's video. If you enjoyed it, leave a like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss future uploads. Share your thoughts in the comments, stay tuned, and we'll see you in the next video.